Alright guys, in this next example we're asked to find the surface area S of the pyramid. So S stands for surface area, and the pyramid we're dealing with below happens to be a square pyramid. So the first thing I want to do is get a square pulled up on screen, so we have a square on screen. And from there, what I'm going to do is actually pretend that I've unfolded this shape so that I can draw a net. So if I unfold it and let all the shapes lay flat next to this square, well then I'll have four triangles extending from each side of the square. Remember, your pictures don't have to be perfect. They just have to make sense to you. So as long as this work is making sense to you, so when you make your drawing, make the math make sense to you, then you're going to be okay. So now I have three triangles, and I've got to just draw one more triangle laying down flat next to this side of my square base. Okay, from here I can see that there is one square, so I'm going to make that note. I have one square. In fact, I want to change my pen colors back to black. I have one square. Additional to this, I have four triangles. So let's make that note. There are four triangles in this shape. Alright, now I'm just going to do some squiggly lines and actually just create a little bit of a table here. Alright, so the next step from here, the next thing I want to do is write the formula for the area of both of these shapes. So the area of a square is equivalent to s squared. Now I want you to be really careful here. This s, it's a little s, it's different than this capital S here. They both have different meanings, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But let's write down the area for the triangle. So the area of a triangle is A is equal to base times height divided by 2. So base times height over 2. Now let's go ahead and draw a square below here. So here's my square, and I'm going to draw a triangle over here. And let's fill in the dimensions of both of these shapes. In fact, I want to fix that triangle just a little bit. It's not looking so great. So here's my triangle. Okay, and now from here I'm going to lay some dimensions down. So each side length of the square, well, the base of this pyramid is 7 feet by 7 feet, so each side of the square has to be equivalent to 7 feet as well. So I have 7 by 7 here, and now let's lay down values for the triangle. Well, the base is still going to be 7 feet because the base of this pyramid is 7 feet, but the height, we can see it here, indicated with this dashed line, is equivalent to 8 feet. So I'm going to create my own dashed line running down and just make a note that this is a right angle for the triangle, and I can just draw a little arrow running out and let myself know that the height of this triangle is equivalent to 8 feet. Now the next step from here, let's go back to the square formula, and I'm going to fill in values, substitute values for the formula. So we said the area is equivalent to s squared, but what's this little s mean, and how is it different from this capital S? Well, capital S, remember, stands for surface area of the entire 3D figure here, or object. And little s below here represents the side length of this one figure, so the side length of this square. Well, the side length of the square is equivalent to 7, so 7 feet. So when I substitute a value in for s, in this case it's going to be 7. So I have 7 squared. The area is equivalent to 7 squared, and we'll just write that down. And we know that 7 times 7, or 7 squared, is 49. So I have 49, don't forget your units, feet squared. So the area of this one square is 49 feet squared. Let's move over to the triangles. So the area for a triangle, it is base times height divided by 2. I'm going to substitute values in here. So I'm going to plug the 7 in for little b, the base of this shape. So 7, and we're going to multiply 7 by the height. So the height of this shape is 8 feet, so 7 times 8. And I'm going to divide this information, the base times the height, by 2. Well, 7 times 8 is equivalent to 56. Let's just write that over here, and I'm just going to indicate that I have an arrow showing that 7 times 8 becomes 56, and we're going to divide 56 by 2 still. Well, 56 divided by 2 will give me a value of 28. In fact, I just want to change colors right now because we have a lot of black written out here. So let's go back to red. 56 divided by 2 again, it's 28. So I have 28 feet squared for the area of this triangle. So should I add 28, the area of this one triangle, to 49, the area of the square? Not exactly, because remember, 28 feet squared is the area of one triangle. I have 4 triangles in this entire net, or this entire 3D square pyramid here. So what I need to do is take the area of one triangle and multiply it by 4. So let's take the value 4 and multiply it by 28 here. So when we do that, I'm going to just get a little bit extra room on the screen. And I'm going to change my color back to black. Well, 28 times 4 will give us a value of 112. So the area of 4 triangles is equivalent to 112 feet squared. So I want to take 112 feet squared and 49 feet squared and add them together. So let's go ahead and do that over here. So I'm going to rewrite this as 112 feet squared plus 49 feet squared. And when we add these two values together, well, 2 plus 9 will give us a value of 11. I'm going to carry my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 4 will give us a value of 6. And 1, I'm going to bring that 1 down. We have 161, but I'm not complete. I'm not finished yet. Let's remember, we're looking for the surface area. So I'm going to write capital S for surface area is equivalent to 161 feet squared. So the surface area of the entire pyramid is equivalent to 161 feet squared. Cool stuff, guys.